Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today's video is about England, and people are saying it's time for the England ship to pack their bags and get off the ship and maybe walk the rest of the way home, or hail a cab or an Uber or a bicycle, anything other than a ship, because they feel like the distance between Engfa and Charlotte is so huge, like there is an echo in between them, because people have complained that they have seen, like, even in their communication, like it seems like someone is just disinterested, and people are saying it mostly comes from Engfa. And look, Engfa has had a very, very hard life growing up, and she has worked so hard to get to where she is so that she can be able to take her family out of poverty. Now, with people who have been through that, like, trusting people is always extremely, extremely hard for them. Now, with everything that has happened in the English ship, like, we should at least understand why Engfa is now, like, very cautious on how she deals with matters concerning the ship. Like, there is like a few, I think, months ago, whereby she said that she's going to do fan service whether people like it or not, because those people who want to buy it can buy the fan service, those who don't want to buy the fan service should not buy the fan service. Like, she doesn't care, she's still going to do the fan service. But we've seen that, like, lately, like, there have been some kind of distance between them, and we've also seen that they rarely hang out together, or they don't hang out at all unless it's work. Now, we've seen, because they have different projects, they have different things going on, so it is kind of understandable. But also, it also tells us that Ingfa and Charlotte will not be there for the long haul. Like, that ship won't ship. Like, we've seen these BL ships, like some of them go for 6 years, 5 years, 10 years, 7 years. Like, I feel like England wouldn't survive that. I feel like probably this upcoming GL show, if it ever comes to fruition, like, it will be the end of the England ship, and it will be the last project between them, because we've seen that this new show that Engfa has been on channel 131, I'm forgetting the name, like, she's doing an amazing job, and a lot of people are talking about it. And then also the one coming up with Jeff Sata, like, I've read the storyline, the synopsis, and it is also a very, very good one, and it will challenge Ingfa. And if she's up for it and she does well, I feel like she will be considered for more of the heterosexual shows other than GL, because if at the end of the day they pay her well enough, because we still don't know how in the GL and BL industry they're being paid, and if they're being paid better than people in the other Thai entertainment industry, then she will probably have to do a couple more years. But I feel like these people get into the BL and GL because of the fame, because when you are in the BL and the GL sector, like, you gather more fans and quickly, and also, like, your lifestyle is mostly supported by the fans. Now, in the payment form, salary form, I wouldn't know, because I was shocked that fans were holding kind of GoFundMe for a celebrity. So I don't know, because I checked the amount and it is that person can actually pay. So that is another story that I'll talk about later on. Now, I'm curious to hear what you guys think about this whole situation, because England right now are in America, and Nawat did post photos of them together, and he took photos with Charlotte, with Engfa and Charlotte and Engfa, and the distance between Nawat and Charlotte was this close. But when he took a photo of Engfa and Charlotte, the distance was further apart. Now, I didn't understand why at first, and I was kind of curious and saying, here I go again trying to create issues where there are no issues. Let me just zip it. And I decided not to talk about it because I felt like I wanted to do the most. Now, I just found out that it's not only me who saw that there was a problem. There are people who actually saw it too, because some people said that now that they're on tour, they feel like they're out of sync, like they have no chemistry even when performing songs together. Like, it feels like Engfa is performing for Engfa and Charlotte is performing for Charlotte, and like they are on two different stage, and everyone is just trying to do their best. Now, this tour was like talked about for so long that I feel like that they should have been prepared so much, especially this being an international like tour, and especially it being in America. Like, them gaining fans all the way from America, especially them always putting like their shows on YouTube, like it would have been very beneficial, because if so many people from America like watched their show, like it would have made their videos more visible to other people in other countries. Now, I don't know, but I feel like Engfa knows that, like, she has worked so hard, and she's probably realizing that the Englot ship is now becoming, or will become, a liability to her growth, and she's trying as much as possible for people to see her for her and not for a ship. And I feel like on Charlotte's side, she's trying to work so hard because she feels like she probably may be disappointed the fans, and she feels like she has to work so hard to prove to people that Englot can still be a thing. She feels like she has to like save back the whole ship or repair the ship, and if it's damaged, honey. It's time to let go and let like nature or destiny do its work. If it's meant to be for England to be where it was last year, it will be. But if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. Because again, you both made mistakes along the way. People will call them mistakes, but I will call them like them just living their life. So you made choices and decisions for yourself that affected like your ship. Now, with these new GL ships coming up every single day, like you've lost your spot, because if you tumble just a little bit, there's someone working 10 times harder to get your spot. So I just believe that this upcoming project, again, I'm forgetting the name, this upcoming project of Englot will actually be the last, because I don't think they